As you can see, because of the age of that warranty sticker, it just came off with no problem. I just lifted it from one end, and because the glue's a bit rubbish on it. One other point I just wanted to make, you see this thing here, I was thinking initially that maybe that might be a screw thing, but what that's for is you take your stylus out, and while you're using it you can just stick it there, which is a dead handy thing because that's a lot better than just sticking it in the side each time. Right, looking in there you can see a little bit of memory. One thing I wanted to know is whether this thing had a hard drive or not. I don't think it does, but we'll find out in a second. Right, I've undone them screws and it's a bit looser, but there's still a little there's little rivets at the back here, somewhere under here. Now, as you can see there, okay, so what you've got to do, this little black thing here, you push it down that side, and then the other side, and as you can see I've overshot a bit there and it's come off completely, and then you can drop the keyboard on the floor, but that'll give us a better shot of that anyway, so that works. So as you can see, so that's how that comes out, so that black bit slides forward underneath. With the keyboard removed, all you need to do, once you've undone your two screws here, is you simply lift and push backwards and it comes off, and then you find out there's another little connector there, so I'll just unplug that one. So there we have it. Look at that. Now that may be, no, I don't think it is an IDE connector. Looking at that, I'm not quite sure what that is. Let's see, so what have we got here? Let's pull this little fellow up. Let's see what various, okay, so we've got this board here, which I'm not sure what it actually does. Could be ROMs, probably is ROMs by the looks of it. A Cyber Pro copyright 97. I know, but then you do have an AMD chip in here. Oh, if I don't go crazy with the thing, you should be able to see it. So we've got an AMD chip, and then we've got a perfect amount of memory there. I can't remember off the top of my head what it was, but it's not very much. I think it's something like 8 megs or something like that. Not a lot at all. Nothing gives us an indication of what that is. Right, so now we'll pull this board off as well. Right, okay. So that is our modem, which plugs into this connector here. And do we have a, it doesn't look like we do have an IDE. We don't have any, yeah, we don't have any hard drive to speak of. That's the floppy drive there, all working lovely. That is for that bit there. It's got an infrared, which again, for some reason in '97 they thought that was all going to be the rage. There were printers and things where it used infrared to send information wirelessly, but of course it was a bit rubbish, because as soon as you got into the in front of it for any kind of data communication, in fact a lot of old Nokia phones can use that as well, to connect to your computer, and yeah, I mean it was pretty rubbish. It wasn't a very good way of transferring data at all. So there we have it. So now I've got it open. The next thing to do, yes, the old BIOS battery, is to actually put it all back together and snap it down correctly. Now I know everything's okay inside, because I don't really want to put power on it without knowing what was going on inside it here. Definitely physically no room for a hard drive anyway. As I say, I think what these things are ROM chips which are holding all the operating system and the various other things. So that's probably got the emulator on it as well, and obviously your storage device is floppy disks. So that's the only way to kind of save anything on here. Right, so with that done, let's put it all back together again and put some power on it and see what it does. Okay, just before I put it back together again, I just thought I'd show you the underneath of the keyboard. So there you can see the stylus pen coming through. There's that little nodule on the front. Show again. Right, so that's that bit from the back. Yep, so that's it pretty much, and that's your little mouse stroke trackpad there. Okay, right, so let's put this all back together again. Okay, I'm doing this one-handed, so I just wanted to show you. That's the little clip there, and that's, oh, where are we? That's the little clip underneath, so that clip goes on that part there. Okay, so now I've got the cover back on. I did up my little screws in here, and that little pinging noise you can hear is this little bit of metal down here, I think. Right, now I'm going to show you the final thing, which is, see here, and there's one over here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Right, and there, them little things are springs. So I think rather than having to use a screwdriver to get it out, what you do is you push it down, like so, and then as you can see in the top there, just push them down, and that's it, it's back in. So anyway, the main reason for doing it was because everything was falling off. As you can see now on the front, everything's back together nicely, and on the side as well. So this little cover here just flips down to reveal your PC slots. The next thing to do is we're going to power this thing up and see what happens.